Join us for another dive into the unexplained. Skinwalker Ranch, 512 acres of strange lights, shapeshifters, and secrets the government won't talk about. Once just a quiet stretch of Utah land, now ground zero for UFO sightings, mutilated cattle, and things that defy science. And its name comes from the Navajo legend of the Skinwalker. Not your average ghost story. Buried deep in Utah's desolate Uinta Basin lies a place so strange, so saturated in unexplained phenomena. It's been dubbed the most scientifically studied paranormal hotspot on Earth. UFOs, portals, cattle mutilations, even creatures from the infamous Navajo legend. Welcome to Skinwalker Ranch. Stretching across 500 acres, Skinwalker Ranch looks like any other remote property in the American West. But behind the fence lies decades of fear, curiosity, and government-funded research. According to legend, skinwalkers are witches who can assume the form of animals and sometimes even humans, but that's just the start. In 1994, Terry and Gwen Sherman thought they had found paradise, a remote ranch in northeastern Utah, surrounded by open skies and rugged beauty, a perfect place to raise their children and their prized cattle. But within weeks of moving in, the dream began to unravel. Cattle were found dead, but not just dead, surgically mutilated with precise bloodless cuts, organs missing, yet no signs of struggle, no predators, no tracks. Then came the lights. Floating orbs, glowing blue and orange, drifting silently over fields and through trees, sometimes curious, sometimes aggressive. One orb even sent their dogs into a frenzy. They chased it into the woods. The next morning, all 3 dogs were gone. In their place, just scorched circles on the ground, and then the creatures. Terry described one encounter with a massive wolf-like beast. It was stalking a calf and he fired at it, point blank. Not once, but several times. The bullets, no effect. The animal simply turned and walked away, unbothered, before its tracks stopped cold, as if it had vanished into thin air. After nearly 2 years of terror, the Shermans had enough. They sold the ranch to a man with deep pockets and an even deeper interest in the unexplained. Real estate mogul and aerospace entrepreneur Robert Bigelow. But this wasn't just a rich man chasing ghost stories. Bigelow had founded NIDS, the National Institute for Discovery Science, a shadowy organization dedicated to the scientific study of the paranormal. With government ties and millions at his disposal, he turned Skinwalker Ranch into a high-security lab. Fences were reinforced. Surveillance cameras and motion detectors were installed across the property. Armed guards patrolled the perimeter. This wasn't just curiosity. This was a full-scale operation. Teams of scientists, physicists, and military personnel arrived. Their goal? To document, measure, and explain the unexplainable. What they encountered only deepened the mystery. Electronics malfunctioned without reason. Bizarre radiation spikes appeared and disappeared with no source. Researchers saw dark, tunnel-like vortexes open in midair, and creatures crawling out of them. In one chilling incident, a team watched a humanoid figure emerge from a glowing portal, run across the field on all fours, and vanish into the darkness. They caught it on infrared, but not on any standard camera. And just like before, no tracks, no explanation. But here's the strangest part. Most of National Institute for Discovery Science, papers never released. Bigelow eventually pulled the plug on the project. What he found, or didn't want us to find, still remains classified to this day. Even with cutting-edge tech, the team reported bizarre anomalies, spikes of radiation, sudden equipment failures, and things that defied logic, like objects vanishing into thin air, or UFOs that seemed to react to observation. And here's the twist. Some of this research was allegedly backed by the US government. Through a secretive Pentagon program known as AAWSAP, Skinwalker Ranch became ground zero for high strangeness studies. So what's really happening at Skinwalker Ranch? Many believe the ranch sits on a rift between dimensions. Witnesses have seen beings step out of glowing slits in the air itself. Others suggest covert experiments, mind control tests, or advanced aerospace prototypes being tested far from prying eyes. Of course, skeptics claim it's all mass suggestion, or just a well-spun legend. But what about the radiation spikes, the GPS blackouts, the fear that even seasoned scientists have spoken of? Is Skinwalker Ranch a playground for the unknown, or just a shadow of our own fears reflected in the desert? Share your theories in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoy untangling strange history, paranormal puzzles, and stories that blur the line between truth and legend, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Until next time, keep your eyes open. The truth might be closer than you think.